there on pole. Samuel Guthrie on the 34, young man from Rolleston. He's out there on his Yamaha R15, and then we've got the Girl Power. Had some great battles for the podium last week. Georgia Alvin on the 17 and Olivia Goddard on the number 39. We've got two Gixxers in there as well, the Suzuki Gixxer150, Billy Fuller and Hamish Boyd out there. So keep an eye on this one, 6 riders out there, and we're going to go racing with a 6-lap Supersport 150 race at Horror Star for Georgia Alvin. So she finds herself dropped right back. Corn Buchanan and Samuel Guthrie are going to get away pretty cleanly as well. But look at this one here unfold. 6-lap one here, thanks to corporate print, web print, and signage and design, commercial printing and digital offset. We've got corporate.co.nz at home at Grey Road in Timaru, bringing us this one here. So these guys get a 6-lap race today. They also come back tomorrow for 2 more race 2 and race 3 on the program for them, and they will be a 6-lap race to start the day, and then we've got a 8-lap race coming up later on in the program. So 2 6-lap races and an 8-lap race, and it's going to be whether anyone can stop Cormac Buchanan. He won 3 from 3 last week at Ruapuna. He got the fastest lap, which was a lap record, and he got the pole position point. He's already got pole position here, so the bonus point sneaking out his championship points advantage already before we've even got one race underway. Samuel Guthie's doing a good job there, so the young man on the get-off moto, Yamaha R15 in there in second place. It'd be good if he can hang on to the back of Cormac and see if he can get it a bit of a tow. These two were certainly the top 2 last weekend, and then we was left the Girl Power podium fight at the moment firmly with Olivia Goddard on the number 39 machine with a Horror Star from Georgia Alvin, but she's already caught back up and piling on some pressure. So this one here is going to come down to the wire, that podium battle. We've got Billy Fuller, the head of the Gixxers, so well done to Billy on the Kiwi Rider White Line Suzuki. She's there 5th place in the race, but first the Gixxers home. We've also got Hamish Boyd there in 6th place, so that's the number 35 machine coming around the Castrol curve, turn number 3. Great little corner on these machines, just about flat out through there, and scream down this awesome back straight here at Levels International Raceway, as we've got 1 lap completed of the 6 years. Going to be feeling pretty frantic, but we're going to check out lap records here. So when we were here 12 months ago at Levels International Raceway, they'd recently resurfaced the McKissick curve, decreasing radius left-hander, and that meant 6 out of our 7 championship classes all set new lap records last year. The only one that didn't was in the sidecars, so keep an eye on that one there. But the Supersport 150 lap record, a 1 minute 28.43, so a 1:28.43. When Cormac Buchanan qualified, he was a 1:19.7, so well underneath lap record pace, but they can't give out lap records in qualifying, so it has to be done in a race. And he is on Dream Street at the moment, absolutely flying. Cormac Buchanan crosses the finish line, ticks off another lap here, so he's got 4 laps to go, a 1:21.9. So as these tyres get some pressure in them, get some heat in them, they're going to get quicker and quicker as these laps unfold. So a 1:29.9, 1:21.9. He's already within a second nearly of his lap record pace. Samuel Guthrie, good job there. He's keeping touch in second place, 3.5 seconds back. And then go back to this great podium fight. These guys were absolutely on it last weekend. Olivia Goddard narrowly ahead of Georgia Alvin. Georgia got the horror start, but certainly making up for it. So the young 20-year-old aircraft mechanic, aircraft technician from Christchurch, pulling up alongside Olivia. So side by side that battle there. Olivia on the 39, the race supplies Yamaha, and then Georgia dives up the inside. I think she's got the job done already. So the second and best member of the Hallicraft racing team has gone up into 3rd place, so we'll keep an eye on that one. Our thoughts are with Seth Devereaux. He's got a badly injured shoulder and had another crash in race 1 of the 600 Supersport, so hopefully he's doing okay. We'll go and give him a hug after this one here, but at the moment his teammate doing a great job. 3rd place for Georgia there. I'll go back to Olivia in 4th place. We've got Billy Fuller still there in 5th place and Hamish Boyd, but no question who's in the lead of this one here. Cormac Buchanan, the young 14-year-old sensation from Invercargill, been selected for the MotoGP Red Bull Rookies for 2021, and follow him on Cormac Racing. He's really good to follow on social media, so keep an eye on that one there. Samuel Guthrie, a good job there in 2nd place from Rolleston. On the get-off, easy as clean as, and he and I ride oils and lubricants, so great to have Samuel Guthrie here. He was racing with his father and his grandfather at Ruapuna at round 1, and talking to Sam, he's on his own this weekend, so got to do it all himself. I think Dad comes back to help him out tomorrow. But full credit to Samuel Guthrie. Great job out there in second place. But at the moment, that's the update. Samuel in second, Georgia in third. We've got Olivia in fourth, Billy running out to our top 5 with Hamish Boyd there in 6th place.
All right, just got Michelle here. We've been talking with in the background at the moment, our sidecar swinger that come to her first national season of racing. First of all, Mark Halls, and choosing to go with Mark in the F2. What a super nice guy. Did you find it comforting that it was somebody as nice as that to be the swinger for, Michelle?
To be honest, I probably would have taken what I could get, but I'm absolutely over the moon with our pairing. Yeah, we get on really well. We're gelling well as a team, and yeah, it's looking good. I mean, it started off pretty promising with the Suzuki Series, and we had 6 wins from 6 starts, and that was pretty incredible, being my first ever time on a sidecar. So yeah, hopefully this year we'll just practice all the tracks, and then next year we'll give them a run for their money and try and get on those podiums.
Yeah, indeed. All right, Wongu Cemetery Circuit, what did you think of that?
A bit bumpy. It was really cool having the crowds in the street, and all different things to think about, like the camber of the roads and extra little hazards that you got to look out for. But overall, yeah, I loved it. It was a great time.
Hey, this event's the first one that Chris Thorough, the lady that owns the sidecar, actually won't be here. You've had the privilege to meet her. Is she a nice part of the team?
It's so great to have an extra pair of hands ready that when we need anything done, there's 3 of us that can put the sidecar back together on the 5-minute call in 2 minutes. We've definitely noticed her absence here, so yeah, I hope she gets better soon. She flew home because she was feeling unwell, and with me having my surgery, she didn't want to risk me getting like any complications. So yeah, hats off to her for looking after herself and the team, and I hope she's watching from home, and hopefully we do well today without her.
Well done. Thank you, Michelle. Lovely words. Michelle McLean, we're talking with swinger extraordinaire for Mark Halls in our obsolete iron sidecar racing. But unfortunately, Michelle, if you missed her story, felt a bit of a tummy bug, just thought it was a bit of food poisoning or something last weekend. Cut long story short, 48 hours into hospital, her appendix out, and here she is, still back and watching the sport that she's only just become part of, but certainly passionate to show. And Brad, 150 racing, and this is just darn cool. And it's to think that half of the field are our girls.
Yeah, this is absolutely brilliant. So these Yamaha R15s are going to come out with about 18 or 19 odd horsepower. They got race fairings on them and a little bit of stuff to them, but pretty much this thing here is the same what you can buy from your local Yamaha dealer. And Corn Buchanan, a 123.52, so a new lap record. A 123.52. Corn Buchanan was only really a matter of time. He's just going to get quicker and quicker. We're going to get the white flag is out, so we've got 1 lap to go. So keep an eye on that one. He might. I'm not going to write it down yet because I think he might even go quicker again. Corn Buchanan, absolutely on fire. This young man is a true sensation. Samuel Guthrie there in 2nd place. He's done a few laps at around levels and consistently lapping in the 124s, doing a really good job. So he's got 2nd place, pretty comfy there. 12 seconds back. From him is George Relvin on the Helicraft Yamaha. So great to have that girl power fight for the podium. It was all on last weekend. They had a 3rd placing each heading into the Grand Prix, and it was really cool to watch that unfold. So Olivia got up there in 4th place. Billy Fuller, the first of the Gixxers home, so it's important to I think they come out with about 12 horsepower, so they give away a lot of power to these liquid-cooled Yamahas out in front. So Billy Fuller, the first of the Gixxers home, and top 5 here in Supersport 150 racing. Hamish Boyd there in 6th place. He's on another one of the Suzuki Gixxers as well. See the checkered flag come out, and Cormac Buchanan is going to cross the line and win yet another race. He's won so far 8 races from 8 starts in New Zealand Superbike Championship racing. He's double classing this year, and he's absolutely flying at the moment. Samuel Guthrie, take my head up to Sam on the Get Off Moto. Good work from Sam on the number 34. He finishes in 2nd place, another quality result there. And then it's looking like it's going to be the number 17. So Georgia Elvin on the Helicraft machine. She is going to finish in 3rd place. So yet another good podium position for her. Olivia got her right there in 4th place. So that one there only 2 seconds down after 6 laps. So keep an eye on that one all weekend as Olivia just gets better and better every time she goes out on track. Billy Fuller, who had a decent advantage at one stage of that race, is going to narrowly hang on to 5th place ahead of Hamish Boyd. So credit to Billy Fuller on the Kiwi Rider White Line Suzuki, and then go Hamish Boyd there, rounding out our top 6 here, Supersport 150 racing, thanks to Corporate Print, Corprint, corprint.co.nz, corprint.co.nz, right here at Grey Street in Timaru. for all your design, print, signage and web. Thank you for them. Bringing us our Supersport 150 action. That 6-lap race was absolutely brilliant to see. Cormac Buchanan, a 1:23.52, a new lap record here in Supersport 150 racing. And coming up next, the final race on our program today, our sidecar 10-lap race. That's going to be brilliant. But right now we're going to cross down to Neil Ritchie, who's going to have our NZSBK podium for Supersport 150 and a return to the podium for Cormac Buchanan, Samuel Guthrie and Georgia Alvin.
Well, here's our Helicraft team, Joe's Garage and their NI lubricants on board in third place. The number 2 then for young Sam. Another great effort from the Mega Motorcycle Centre, Get Off Moto Bike. And, of course, the number 1 for the team Burt Munro Challenge, Yamaha Racing Rogers Motorcycles, the country's number 1 Yamaha dealer for over many good years. Proud to be Yamaha in beautiful Southland. We'll, of course, be there. We're counting it down now. Just, what are we, 4 weeks away. 4 weeks away for the Burt Munro Challenge. So thoroughly looking forward to that awesome weekend. Bring it on. So more details, go to burtmunro.co.nz. Another Fabo podium as we see the class. And again, those winning Pirelli caps reign supreme. First of all to Georgia down that back straight, side by side with Olivia. You were not going to give an inch, were you?
No, not at all. I really mucked up that start. You know, I somehow hit it into neutral, or it slipped into neutral, and I was like, I knew there was going to be a lot of work involved to get back on the podium, but I'll stretch my legs, and here we are.
Fantastic to see. All right, something that you just put down to, well, I suppose, lack of practice, or just a little hiccup. What do you think happened there?
Well, it's never done that to me before, so I'm not actually sure. Yeah.
But you made up for it?
Yeah, apparently.
Yeah. Oh, you made it here again to the podium. Hey, now with levels, we talked to you last week at Ruperna. Did you enjoy this track?
I do. This is probably one of my favourite tracks so far. I mean, it's so close to home, so I've probably ridden it about as much as I have Ruperna. And, you know, it's smooth, it's flowing, and you really don't have a lot of places to make up a lot of time, so you know it's going to be some good close racing, and well, that's what we got. So
well done, great speech. Thank you, Georgia. Loving all her support and enthusiasm. Great. Sam, you're back here in second place. You're super consistent, but can you get that man?
No, I can't yet, because but I was on his tail on the first lap, then he just pulled away, so I made a couple more mistakes, but I'm happy with second. So.
All right, indeed. Hey, an opportunity to be riding more classes. You doubled between this and the 250 production last weekend at round number 1. Do you think the experience is making you a better rider?
Yeah, because last year I was way back on the grid in 250s and Gixxers, so yeah, so I've improved this year, so yeah, I'm happy.
All right. What about being on the little Yamaha? You enjoy the bike?
Yeah, it's good fun. It's better than the Gixxer, I reckon. Yeah.
Well, there you go. Yeah. Well, you got about 5 more horsepower. It's huge.
Yeah, I know. Yeah, that's good. Yeah.
Good. It is good. Great to see indeed. All right, here again with Cormac, that invincible run. By the way, a lap record in there, so we're starting off a little bit like last weekend. You've won everything you touch, but hey, Cormac, it must be in the back of your mind, because here you were the hero of the Suzuki International Series. Bang, you went down in race number 1. So it's not that you're perfect every time, but pretty darn close. But you're just aware that you've got to sort of stay there to be in contention all the time?
Yeah, definitely consistency is one of my main goals when I come to a race season. So to be as consistent as I have been this year is a pretty good positive. So we're just going to try and carry on that momentum and try and stay consistent. And, my goal is to, do what I did last year, and same with 300. So we're going to see how we go, and hopefully we can carry on.
All right, indeed. Hey, between last week and this week, there was an opportunity for a little bit of R&R. You go back home to Invercargill this coming week. What are you going to be doing between now and the Burt Munro?
I'm going to be going to a mate's birthday party. We're going to go trampoline parking and go-karting, so I'm looking forward to that. It's just going to be good to get back home. I haven't been there for a while, but I'm looking forward to seeing the dogs again and getting on the PS4 to play some MotoGP.
Yeah, good stuff. Being a young man again, and why not? Nice to see Mum. You let him have some time to play too, please. Thank you. He deserves it. All right, remembering they're still kids at heart, but they're our awesome racers in our future. Skysportnext, proud to bring you this epic coverage of what a sensational event. Look at the talent of the future here, folks. Another young guns class. Third place here with Georgia. Then we have a second here with young Sam and Cormac, 14 years of age, here in number one. Yes, indeed, Skysportnext, along with our Raki Trust, the Fabtech Engineering here in beautiful Timaru, along with our sponsors like Aon Insurance and Pirelli. Power is nothing without control. Proud to be the best sponsors, giving us NZSBK 2021. Hang around, more great racing to come. Sidecars up next.